Hey everybody, so welcome to the Westbrook Community Center and the start for the Rabbie Burns 10K. I figured I ought to take advantage of this decent weather and having this GoPro to make a better video of the course. So this is the start here, where it starts from the community center. Plenty of parking here, and we have the use of the gym in the back for, pre-race stuff, packet pickup, registration, stuff like that, and then awards afterwards. And the start is right over here behind me. It goes out through that driveway onto the street. So I'm gonna jump in the WRX now and drive the course. Okay, so this is where the race starts from, right about here, next to this light pole. Comes up here to Bridge Street and makes this immediate right. Runners are supposed to stay on the left-hand side of the road. Obviously I'm driving on the right, so it's a little bit different. But anyway, so down here, and then left at this intersection onto Cumberland Street. This is tricky because the WRX is a very loud car. So I will try and stay in high gears and be quiet, so the motor doesn't drown out me talking. Hey, look, people running. They're probably getting ready for the Rabbie Burns 10K and the Midwinter Classic. But Rabbie Burns 10K. So down here on Cumberland, and then a left on Park Street right here. So it's a series of lefts, so you're not crossing traffic all through here, through this little segment. Onto Park. So that was all downhill. And then there's a little rise here onto Park, but pretty flat. So it's always a quick start to the race. Coming in along here, alongside the mill. You can see there's nice wide shoulders, which is really important in the winter once there's snow on the grounds, and there's usually, snow plowed up along the side of the road. Nice wide roads, wide shoulders, so there's still plenty of room for runners. Driving the course like this makes me think of, riding in both previous years I've ridden in the lead police car, and the leaders, Moninda, Chris Harmon, Spencer McElwain, all, go out at like just over 5-minute pace. So it actually wasn't a whole lot slower riding in the lead car. So you make that kind of like soft right there from Park on back onto Bridge Street. So now we're on Bridge, coming down through this neighborhood. We're about to turn onto Puritan Drive right here. So here's where you have to cross traffic, I think, for the, onto Bridge you had to cross some traffic. So then crossing traffic here, onto Puritan Drive, down in through this little residential neighborhood. I actually came out here yesterday and ran the course. It's pretty nice. Pretty cold yesterday, like in the 20s, but that's okay. uses the Sebago to the Sea Trail, which is a kind of cool trail that goes from Sebago Lake all the way down to the East End Beach in Portland. But anyway, so the course comes through here, still on Puritan Drive. Quiet little neighborhood, not a lot of traffic, good place to run through. Then here we make a left, coming back out of Puritan. And then an immediate right here on Quaker. Cross Declaration. Down this hill here, curves to the left. We're making a left out of here, out of Quaker. And because you're going left, you're not crossing traffic here, so you can build up some speed coming down that downhill, you know, and then just like dig into that corner, cut left. It's nice and fast. We're on Constitution now. You ignore Colony Road over there, come up Constitution. So there's this hill here. This is the first, to me, kind of hill that you actually notice in the race. I haven't been looking at mileage. I think we're like 2-something miles in right now, almost 2 miles, something like that. So back up here to Bridge Street, and you make a left. Most of the race is set up to try and minimize crossing traffic. Well, it's set up to be fun and technically challenging, and set up to be 10 kilometers, but then also set up to try and avoid crossing traffic, you know, a bunch of left-hand turns in the course of doing this figure 8. So up here, again, nice wide shoulders, horse farm over here that we run past. About where we have the water stop on the course. So we're overlapping with where we ran through earlier. So the leaders, the lead pack, the people farther back in the race will get to see the leaders coming back up here, up Bridge Street, East Bridge Street. Instead of going left back onto Park here, you keep going up East Bridge. So now it's a gradual uphill here, turning into a steeper uphill here, working up to Methodist Road. This is usually where the lead pack starts to like break up a tiny bit, where like someone will start to kind of put the moves on. intersection with Methodist. It's a left again, onto Bridge. It's a nice kind of recovery after running up that hill. Kind of rolls a little bit through here. Back past the community center. This time we're going straight through this intersection. Crossing Cumberland. And heading on down Bridge Street. So this is the biggest intersection to cross. This is where we have more flaggers, more attention. Having a police car come through always, helps. So then down through here, so there's like a little bump here, but pretty much this is all mostly a gradual downhill. So this is nice after running up to the community center. Carry some speed down through here. Down here, cross the road coming down this hill wherever it's safe, where traffic allows. Cross and make a right onto Lincoln here. There's a flagger there, of course, so right onto Lincoln, and then you come down in here. The river's just over to the left. There's this old mill building, the city ice rink. Hey, it's that guy training for the Rabbie Burns 10K again. Nice. Was a golf course here on the left and in front of us, but obviously is no longer. And up here onto Mayberry. Not that there's anywhere else you could go, but don't run into the field. Make the right up Mayberry. So now we start working back uphill after losing all that elevation. So then this is like, the hardcore ending to the race. Hopefully you've paced yourself. Hopefully you knew what you were getting into. So you work up that hill up Mayberry. Then it's a left here onto Pierce Street. here, up Pierce, we'll have a flagger here. You make a right, crossing the street where it is safe, because there's a little rise here, so oncoming traffic may not be able to see runners over that rise, so flaggers here. And then it is just a like flat out dead sprint down here to the like back entrance to the Compton School, which is where this pedestrian sign is right there. So basically you're running to this pedestrian sign, and then you're already on the left-hand side of the road, so you make a left here, turning into this do not enter illegally, and the finish is right up about here. Bam. That's where the race finishes. We'll have banners, people cheering, local muscle trucks all lined up here. And then if you just keep going through around the school, that takes you right back to the community center, just on the other side of this building in the parking. So it's super convenient. It's, you know, almost basically an A to A run. You're back here with the parking. There's, you know, you can go inside, warm up, use the bathrooms, change clothes, everything, and we do awards and stuff like that. So pretty awesome setup. Yeah, so that's it. That's the course for the Rabbie Burns 10K.